Around 10 years ago, the main problem that all new investors faced was to choose the good company to invest in. Whilst today, poor us. On top of that problem, we have another one, which is where to invest and which platform to use. There are so many platforms that appear almost every day. There is such a huge choice that it is really difficult to choose the best platforms that would suit your needs and your goals, especially if you are the beginner. So in this video I'm going to tell you about one of such platforms, which is called XTB. It is a good platform for those who want to invest into Forex and CFDs. It is available on the UK market. It is legit, it is FCA regulated, it has its advantages and disadvantages, and for those people who are considering different platforms, I hope this video will help them make choice after watching this video. So, if you want to know what this platform is and what are the main advantages of XTB over other investing platforms, then please keep watching this video. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anastasia. On this channel I talk about investing, and especially investing for beginners. The huge choice of investing platforms that is available nowadays on the UK market is overwhelming. When I was starting my investing journey, I found it really hard to find the best platform to start with. On my channel I've already spoken about different platforms. I've never spoken about XTB because I think this platform is more suitable for a little bit more experienced traders or those who are prepared to take higher risks, those who like CFDs and like Forex. I don't belong to any of those groups, but even me, I found some very interesting features on this platform that I've been using from time to time over the past month or so. So I am definitely ready to share my knowledge with you, and I hope that you will find it useful. So let's start with the general information about XTB. XTB stands for X Trading Brokers, XTB, and it is a publicly traded company. It has been publicly traded since 2016, but it has been available in the UK since 2010. It is mainly known for CFD trading and Forex trading. If you don't know what a CFD is, then you can click this link here because I explained in detail what a CFD trading is. And before you decide to start investing into CFDs or trading CFDs, you should definitely watch it and read more information about what a CFD is, because you have to understand the risks that are involved into this sort of investing. It is a great financial tool which allows you to earn more money, but at the same time you can lose more money as well. And the worst thing about CFDs is that you can lose more money than what you invest. With normal investing or with investing into real assets, it is impossible. You can get to zero, but you cannot get below zero. Whilst with CFDs you can get yourself into a big trouble if you don't know what you are doing. But the good side of CFD is that potentially it can bring you higher returns without investing a lot of money into it. Lots of traders lose money on CFDs, it's about 74%. We are not kids here, we have to take responsibility for our own actions, but please be careful with CFDs. As for Forex trading, this means currency exchange trading, so you trade currencies. They are always traded in pairs. XTB gives you an opportunity to make money, to make profits on changes in the currency exchange rates. With XTB you get access to more than 2,000 different markets. You can trade Forex, indexes, commodities and CFDs. Again, this sort of investing, they're not necessarily for those people who are looking for passive investing strategies. They are for those people who want to learn, because every expert in this sphere had to start at some point somewhere, and for those investors who already know what they're doing. If you wonder whether XTB is a secure and safe platform or not, if it's legit or it's scam, well, the answer is it is a legit company and it is FCA regulated. FCA is the authority that regulates investing platforms in the UK, but the good thing and the reassuring thing about XTB is that it is not originally from the UK. It was actually created in Poland, and it is very popular in Europe. I would say even more popular in Europe than in the UK, and it is regulated not just by FCA but by other regulating authorities in other countries, which would be the equivalent of the FCA in the UK. I know that I have some subscribers from Poland, so you might be interested to know that this platform is regulated by the KNF. KNF stands for Komisja Nadzoru Finansowego. Now you heard me speak in Polish. It's also regulated by CISEC, which is a similar regulating authority for Cyprus, and you would have to check what exactly it means for your particular country. But for the UK customers, if your platform is regulated by the FCA, the main thing that it means for you is that your money is protected in case something goes wrong or this platform goes bankrupt. Up to £85,000 the company will be obliged to pay you back. Okay, another good reassuring thing is that XTB has won a lot of different awards. You can find this information on the website. The cool thing as well is that XTB took the first place out of 22 different platforms for its customer service. The customer service is something that XTB is very proud of. Forex Brokers in 2020 gave them the first place, and even though Forex Brokers is the website that I personally trust, I still think it is better, always better, to check it for yourself. So it is Monday today, and the customer service call center of XTB should be working today. I will try calling them and see how quickly they respond to my call.
Hello, this is Pamela from XTB. How can I help you?
Okay, well, that is not bad result at all. Now let's talk about advantages and disadvantages of XTB. First, let's concentrate on positives and talk about advantages. As I've already mentioned in the beginning of the video, one of the awards that XTB got was called the Best Financial Educator. And this is my favorite feature, and the feature that I think would be so useful for all the beginner investors, and especially those who want to learn how to trade CFDs and Forex. XTB has its own academy, which is completely free. You can watch videos, you can read about these financial tools. I've been doing it, as I said, for the past 1 month, and I've learned a lot of new things from it, seriously. It's explained in a very easy language, and the cool thing as well is that you can create a demo profile and try using this knowledge that you get from the academy. The next advantage is that there is no withdrawal fee. Depositing is free as well, but I think this is normal for the majority of platforms nowadays, whilst a lot of platforms still charge you some fixed fee for your withdrawals. This is not the case with XTB, and I think this is a great advantage because this means that you can trade and you can withdraw money regularly as many times as you want, which is, for example, not the case with eToro, where you have to pay a fixed fee of $5 every time you want to withdraw money. The next good thing is that there is no minimum withdrawal amount. So you can withdraw as much as you want and as often as you want. Right, the next advantage is that there is no minimum deposit. Again, with the majority of platforms that we know that are available in the UK nowadays, there is a minimum deposit amount. And even though this amount is usually not that high and it changes from time to time, at the moment with XTB, you don't need to think about it. So you can invest as much as you want and it is free, and then you can withdraw as much as you want, which is also free. And the main advantage of XTB over other similar platforms, and there are a lot, is very low spread fees on Forex. As you know, or as you should know, trading CFDs is usually more expensive than trading just normal stock. That is because when you trade CFDs, you are borrowing money from your broker. And of course, the broker charges you some fees for that. So there is no broker that would offer you trading CFDs for free. And there are different types of fees that you have to consider when you choose the best broker. But XTB is generally known for being very cheap for Forex trading. Okay, and so the last advantage before we move on to disadvantages is the leverage, because the leverage that is offered by XTB is up to 1 to 30. So in comparison to other platforms that are available in the UK at least, this is a very good leverage rate, especially because you get access to it after answering some questions at the beginning whilst you are registering, and then you don't have to prove any more knowledge. With eToro, for example, which is another platform similar to XTB that I'm talking about in my other videos, it also offers its clients CFD trading and Forex trading, but without proving your knowledge, you get access to only 1 to 20. I'm saying only, but it's actually quite a lot, because can you imagine, you can get 20 times the profits than what you would get if you didn't use the leverage. So your potential profits with XTB are higher. So with XTB, without any extra checks and proofs, you get the access to 1 to 30 leverage. But if you can prove that you have a lot of experience with CFDs and you will not misclick the button, then you get the access to the leverage of 1 to up to 500. This is a lot, and it's hard for me to comprehend this risk, but it is cool. I think it is always cool to have a choice. You know, you have a choice to do that. And it's also nice to have the choice of all these different platforms that are suitable for different investors, because at the end of the day, it's the customer who will always win in the competition between different brokers, because they compete among each other for us, for customers, trying to provide better quality service, trying to provide lower fees, more financial instruments. So at the end of the day, it's all good. But of course, there are also some disadvantages, and let's talk about them now. So the first and the biggest disadvantage for me is that the demo account is available only for 4 weeks for free. 4 weeks is, maybe it is long enough, but for some people it will not be long enough to practice the skills that you would potentially learn in the Trading Academy of XTB. After 4 weeks, you will have an option to close your demo account or open a real one, invest real money, and already start trading with real money. But you can deposit as much money as you want. There is no minimum deposit like with other platforms, and then you can continue your demo account for as long as you want. On the other hand, it can also be a good thing, because as I always say, it is better to start investing little by little than wait for a long time until you think that you are a pro, because there is always something that you will have to learn in trading, in investing. But for me personally, it is a disadvantage, because for such high risk financial tools, I would need more time than 4 weeks before I would feel ready to invest and start trading with my real money. The next disadvantage is that in the UK at least, XTB offers us only CFD stocks. So you don't have the access to real assets. And again, for some people it might not make a big difference, because at the end of the day, if you make profit, it doesn't really matter whether you really own a share or you bought a CFD. But for some reason I find it important, and choosing between a CFD and a real stock, I would always choose a real stock. I don't know why. No real reason to that. The good thing is that if you are not located in the UK, then in your country, XTB might be offering real assets as well on top of CFDs. So in such countries as France, Portugal, Slovakia, Poland, Spain, Germany, Czech Republic and Romania, you can trade real assets on XTB. Let's hope that it will soon come to the UK as well. And the last disadvantage is that I think it is a little bit on a difficult side for a beginner. It is hard to explain such hard financial tools and advanced financial tools for beginner investors. On the other hand, beginner investors have to learn it from somewhere, and they need a platform where they would start. And I think that XTB is a very good platform where you should start if Forex and CFDs is something that you are interested in, mainly thanks to their academy. It's also amazing how they managed to put so much information into a website that is relatively easy to navigate around, and it is relatively user-friendly, but it is not the most user-friendly website, user-friendly broker that I've seen in my life. Well, anyway, if you want to check it out for yourself, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below this video. You can open their website and you can see yourself. I started with the academy, and I can definitely tell you that I feel much more knowledgeable nowadays than I was before I discovered XTB. Okay, and the last thing that was a disadvantage for me is this. Look at their landing page. Okay, if you Google them and if you open the website, this is the first page, this is the first thing that you see. When I opened it, I thought, who is this guy? Who is the face of their company? Who is he? Is he some sort of an actor that I've never seen before? So imagine this, I have to Google the name of the guy who represents this whole company. And alright, after I Googled it, I realized, okay, it's another footballer, it's another football coach or whatever. And I mean, of course, if you're into football, you'd probably know him. I mean, I don't know how famous he really is, but to me, I've never seen that face before. Maybe it is because I am a woman, but I've never noticed it before, and now I actually start to notice it, that only men are targeted when we talk about investing. Look, a lot of platforms advertise themselves through some footballers, and this is my piece of advice for those platforms. If you want to get women onto your platform as well, and I'm not hinting at anything, but women are statistically better at investing than men, then you have to think about other ways and other people who would represent your company. I don't mean that you have to invite Britney Spears or Rihanna, but why cannot it be some sort of an actor, even a male actor? Why not? Why does it have to be someone from football? Anyway, surprisingly, 90% of my audience are men, and you probably know who the guy is. I didn't, because I think it's easy to guess. I am not too much into football, not at all. But luckily for XTB, I have some sense of humor, good sense of humor. So I just laughed it off and left it as it is, but I just found it quite interesting. Okay, thank you so much guys for your time and attention today. Let me know in the comments if you've heard about XTB before and if it's a platform that you would use, or if you wouldn't use, then also let me know in the comments why not. I hope to see you soon in my next videos. Bye bye.